So this plate will come with the dome. You'll have these screws that give it a lift. Try to make note, there is a ton of holes on these. The one you want is, you'll see this, so if you're looking at it from this side, this corner, you have a hole there, and it's going to go through the second one here. You have a hole there, there'll be one to the left. But you do see there's another one there too. So you're going to be the one closest to there. And then from the left bottom, you have one, and then you have these in the middle here. Then you have this one, and then in the middle, you have two there, it's in the middle. Visually, and same thing. And then what you do is use the plate that comes with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then this will be the part that connects. So this is standing up. And then you have to use the shortest screws that come in the bag.
Yeah, the shortest screws come with this bag.
Ryan, where's the boxes, please?
So you have the 4 screws plugged in there, and visually it's just showing you like this. And then one thing to take a note is you have the anchors or the hooks here. So he'll demonstrate what he's gonna do right now. So you'll line them up. You press down and push it up, and then you'll have to use this screw. Also comes from the bag, and you just have to make sure it lines up there so it stays for you. Okay, and now that's there. And then from here, you want to make sure the back holes kind of line up with the back ones too.
Yes, make sure it's loose. So you got plenty of...
Make sure it's loose so you have play. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, that, what I did before is I punch it in when I got that to, so I'm able to get that hole like that by going through, but that's a little work. So I think what we need to do is they order that.
So you would just see how we showed you how to get this connected this way, right? And you have to hook up here and hook it in to these hooks. Well, one issue you'll run into is when you try to push it all the way in and you try to use this screw that came with it, you'll screw the top, and you'll notice the issue on the back is the holes here and here won't line up properly with these holes here. So what we did here is you had to remove the metal. Normally it would look like this. Normally it would look like this complete, right? So what we did, what our technician did, we used, what you could obviously use a grinder, but what he did was kind of grind it down a little bit on each end to file it down. And then finally with the pliers, he just broke it off. Obviously, if you have a grinder, it'll probably be easier. We don't have one, so we're just doing this. And you'll break that little tab off. Once you do that, this will go fully in. And then I'll have Eric here do the final the full.
Of course, this can help you a lot. You can use hand, tight it, and then
Okay. And then the back screws. You have a little bit of leeway, so you kind of pull it back and forth, or you'll have to loosen up the screw a little bit to give you play, and then you could kind of move it back and forth until those holes align. And then you use the black screws from the mounts I'll pause here for now so you can line it up, but basically just make sure you line it up and then you put the screws through, and I'll continue once from there. So again, you probably struggle, the thing the most to struggle is just getting it aligned, but as long as you just have the screw unhooked and then just have play and just screw the screws in first and then use the front one to screw in, you should be okay there. Okay, so he has them in now. Now he's just making sure they're tightened. He has the back two and then the one in the front. Okay. And then after this, we'll show you the dome right now. So the dome has screws here. I'm assuming you'll use the ones, the two in the front.
They're flush, yeah, flat.
Okay, the flat
level,
ones.
yeah.
Okay.
So the screws that we're going to be needing is this type, which is actually it's in the bag.
It's in the bag. Okay, include it in the bag.
And put it in the back first, lined where the screw, and use the small just to push that in.
So basically what he's just trying to do is get at least one screw in to get it started, and then align the other ones, and then once he gets it lined up, he'll go ahead and tighten them fully.
Now we can go on the second one. The same thing. Insert the screw in on the back hole, not in the, I mean on the second to the front.
Second to the front there, as you if you look at it from this way. And then this will be difficult to show, but he's just trying to tighten it.
Yeah, everything you need to work on while you're working on, make sure everything is as loose as possible.
Loose as possible for play.
So you have plenty of room to play around. Yeah, once you get
So
that thing
the back two are in first.
I'll go back with a two little piece there. Well, of course, it's hard. You're gonna use a tweezer. Enable for me.
Just so we can able to fit our fingers.
So, you know, kind of lip it so you can drop it up without falling in, and make sure aim it to the hole. Oh, no. Oh, you can use the regular on this front side.
There's a little bit more space for that one.
Yeah, so you got more space, so you can secure it. Okay, once you got that secured, you don't need to tie it right away.
Until you get all of them, right?
Until you got everything all. The final one, again, use a tweezer to reach. Okay. Okay, now to tighten the back side of the room, you don't secure the front or tight the front. You have to leave it loose. So where you can get your tiny flat or really being able to get it started to tighten. Where's, oh, right here. Okay, sorry. This kind of lift the thing until you're able to put your place your screw where you can reach it, and then slowly tighten them one at a time. Always start the back side. Yeah, that goes to the back. Tie it, make sure until you felt that they're really secured and it's
Okay.
not moving. Now
You can use a bigger one for the front.
use the front and the bigger one. They could use a regular Phillips long head. Tighten that. There. As you can see, that's where how it's being mounted.
And then the back here. And then of course you have your cabling that will go through here. And then your inputs here. Usually for the T version you actually have your HDBASE-T. So the one cable solution will go through here. And then do you know what this hole is for? Sorry, I apologize, I don't know.
They may have probably run
SDI or something, or another cable.
another cable
Okay.
or whatever. That's only a spare.
But
But if they want to, put everything in one, they might have to probably.
and then this would just close. And then the screws on the outside and you just clamp them down. Cool. Thank you, Eric.
Okay.